Hello students, so as you all are well aware that NMC has come up with a new way to harass everyone, and this time they have gone ahead and preponed the exam. I don't remember, I can't remember even of one incident when the exams have been preponed. So this is new, and we are every year we are going into uncharted territories. More ridiculous things are being done. So if you are one of the students who is very frustrated and angry and irritated with whatever is happening, that response is well justified. And if you want to use the choicest of words for the agencies, the NMC, and the government, and all of the people who might be involved, I would not blame you. Uh, Preparing for entrance examinations, as tough as NEET-PG, is anyways a very difficult thing, and adding to it uncertainties every 2-3 months because of various factors, justified or unjustified, is simply nonsensical, for the lack of better terms. So again, I can totally understand you must be feeling really bad, and all the plans that you have made might have taken a hit. All of us, decide at a broad level this is what we are going to do, and then this would be followed by something else. And when the exams get preponed by 14 days, it does create a negative impact on whatever we were planning. Said that, uh, if we try to analyze things in a more deeper manner, there are 2-3 things that come in my mind. First of all, for those of you who are preparing for INICT primarily, things do not change much. If you were targeting INICT exam is going to happen on the uh, defined date or decided date, hopefully, and there is no change in your strategy. Maybe after INICT, the 1 week break that you would have taken, or 1 week relaxation that you would have gotten, that time is gone. So if your exam goes very well and you're very confident that you will definitely crack the exam, pass the exam, get a good rank, then again nothing changes. But for those students who had this plan that will appear for the exam and then just wait and watch what kind of rank do I get and then take the next step, that 1 week window which usually students take, in which they relax, that is gone. For those students who are preparing primarily for NEET-PG, now the thing is, you had like 102 or 103, 104 or 105 days. Now you are left with 93 or 94 days. So like 12, 13 or 14 days have been taken away from you, but the duration that is left is still substantial. So you have kind of lost 10% of your study time, but then it's 10%. Not less, not insignificant in any way, but then it's 10%. I'm very thankful, not to the NMC people, but maybe let's say God, that they did not do this right before the exam. If they had said that 1 month before, they had said that exam is preponed by 14 days, and now I believe they can do that, it would have been even more difficult. There's a saying that if a crow shits on you, what do? You thank God that the cows don't fly. So that is our situation now, that whatever we have to be thankful for, the fact that it was not even more absurd. So thankfully we have been told about this 3 months in advance, and 14 days have been taken away from us. So that basically tells us that 15% of our time has been taken away, and if we want to compensate for it, we will have to increase our efforts by 15%. The science is as simple as that. So if you were studying for say 9 hours a day, now you have to study for 10 hours a day or 10 and a half hours a day. And we have enough time to make this adjustment. So again, see, a rule of life is that no matter what happens, you have to focus on things that are in your hands. And it might be sometimes frustrating for a person like me to tell you this thing repeatedly, but that is what it is. I mean, even if you go on Twitter, even if you go on Instagram, and even if you went out, make memes, make jokes, whatever you want to do, blame and curse, at the end of the day, this is what it is. None of us is too powerful to change it. So we have to accept with whatever has been given to us, whatever has been told to us, no matter how unfair it is. So we are left with 93, 94 days. We have to increase our efforts by 15%. And for those of you who are still struggling with the studies, one way is that you get even more anxious. I mean, one response could be you get even more anxious that see, anyways things were not going in the right direction, and to add to that, this is another problem that has been created. Another way is that this might take you out of that state of inertia. Now it's even more clear that exams are right around the corner. We are just left with 90 days, and we have to use these 90 days to the best of our capabilities. Whether they postpone it because of election or whatever they must be having some reasons. But for us, the reality is very clear. We have to prepare for one of the most important exams of our lives, and we just have 92 or 93 days left. So we have to make the best use out of these days and do whatever we can. So I think it's been a couple of hours since the news must have reached you, and I'm sure you must have gotten disturbed by it. But now we have to remember 2-3 things. Thankfully, we still have 3 months with us. The solution to the problem, or the way that we can mitigate this issue, is by increasing our efforts by 10 to 15%. And also keep in mind that this is probably a jolt given to us to take us out of our inertia and put us on that in that mode where we try to do our best. I had uploaded a video yesterday only, or maybe day before yesterday. 100 days left for NEET-PG exam. What should be your strategy, especially for those students who are struggling? So that video remains valid. The plan that was discussed in that video remains valid. It was made for 100 days, but now we have got 94, 95 days. It's not much different, right? So you can go and watch that video and just minimize the wastage of time. I mean, this is one thing that is in our hands. So again, I'm leaving you with this thought that whenever difficult circumstances emerge in our life, or we are faced with difficult circumstances, we always have to remind ourselves the golden rule. What can be done about it? What I can do in this situation? And when you apply that test in this situation, when you apply that thought to this situation, what I can do about it, the answer is simple. Use the remaining 90 days. So again, unfortunate that this has happened, but this is what it is. We just have to accept it, minimize the damage, take actions to counter that damage, and continue what we are doing. What you're trying to achieve here, what you are trying to get here, a good seat in a good college, is a huge goal. It's a big goal. It's a big dream, right? And perhaps this is the price that we have to pay for our dreams. Keep working hard. Keep pushing yourself. Let's not give up. Let's take another blow on the chin. Let's continue moving forward. All the best to all of you. May God bless you all.